The late afternoon sun dipped low in the sky over Abidjan, casting a warm, golden glow across the bustling streets. It was one of those days when time seemed to slow down. Street vendors packed up their carts. Shopkeepers began to lower shutters. The air carried a soft, fragrant breeze, whispering through the trees. Amid the gentle stirrings of the city, two travelers walked side by side along the pavement, a man and a woman. Each pulled a small suitcase behind them. From a distance, they looked like any other couple, perhaps tourists or weary commuters, seeking a moment of peace. But they were far from ordinary. The man was Ibrahim Traoré, president of Burkina Faso. The woman beside him was his wife, elegant, composed, and quietly resilient. For once, there were no cameras, no bodyguards, no titles. Just two people in love, trying to escape the weight of power for a weekend of peace. They had crossed into Côte d'Ivoire in search of quiet. No politics, no formalities, no attention. He wore a simple brown shirt and well-worn trousers. She wore a modest patterned dress. Their goal? An unassuming stay at the famed Gold Crest Hotel, a luxurious retreat known for its 5-star service, architectural beauty, and elite clientele. Presidents, diplomats, and moguls often frequented its grand halls. But President Traoré wasn't here for grandeur. He was here for silence, simplicity, and a reminder of what it meant to be anonymous. As they reached the grand entrance, the hotel shimmered in the sunlight. Gold-plated letters glistened above the glass doors. His wife paused and looked up at him. "Are you sure you want to do this?" she asked quietly. He smiled. "Yes, I want to see how the world treats those without titles, without names." They stepped inside together, luggage wheels whispering across polished marble floors. The lobby was dazzling. Soaring chandeliers, gleaming wood, the faint scent of jasmine in the air. But there was something else lingering, just beneath the perfume and polish. Pride. A subtle air of superiority. The receptionist barely looked up. Her smile was thin, mechanical. A doorman raised an eyebrow and murmured to a bellboy, who let out a soft snort. Other staff turned and smirked, casting dismissive glances. President Traoré approached the front desk, his tone polite. "Good afternoon. We'd like a room for 2 nights, please." The receptionist blinked slowly. "Do you have a reservation?" "No," he replied with a kind smile. "We just arrived." She looked him up and down, his plain shirt, her modest suitcase, the weariness in her eyes. Then she said flatly, "We're fully booked. Even a small room would be fine," he offered. "We don't need anything extravagant." Her voice hardened. "We don't have anything for you. This is a luxury hotel. You can try somewhere else." Before he could reply, a hotel manager, sharply dressed in a tailored suit, approached. "Is there a problem?" he asked, his voice clipped. "They want a room," the receptionist said, her tone laced with contempt. The manager sized them up in one swift glance. His smile was tight, insincere. "Sir," he said, "we maintain a certain standard here. We don't accept walk-ins, especially without reservations or appropriate presentation." The president held his gaze. "Are you sure you know who you're speaking to?" The manager chuckled. "You could be the president of the world, and it wouldn't change the fact that you're not staying here. Good day." Laughter rippled among the staff. "These people think they can just walk in here. Maybe they're lost." President Traoré did not flinch. He simply nodded and turned to his wife, still holding her hand. Her face remained composed, but her eyes betrayed a quiet pain. Just then, a soft voice interrupted. "Excuse me, sir." "Madam." A young woman approached, no older than 20. Her uniform was simple, a blue blouse, a black skirt. Her name tag read Tamara. "I'm so sorry for how you were treated," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "I don't know who you are, but no one deserves to be spoken like that." The president gave her a gentle smile. "Thank you." Tamara hesitated, then added, "I wish I could help more, but I'm just a junior assistant. I don't have any authority. I couldn't let you leave without someone showing you kindness." His wife smiled softly. "Your kindness means more than you know." The president nodded. "What's your name?" "Tamara," she replied. "Well, Tamara," he said, "you've done something rare. You stood up for someone when there was nothing in it for you. That takes courage. Tamara lowered her head. It just felt like the right thing to do. We won't forget you, the president said. And with that, he and his wife picked up their bags and stepped back into the fading light of Abidjan's evening. The laughter behind them faded into the hum of the street. Neither of them spoke at first. Finally, she asked, "Does it hurt?" "A little," he replied, "but it also teaches." "What now?" He looked ahead, eyes steady. "Now we rest. Somewhere else. And then we make sure this never happens again." She recognized that look. The beginning of something new. A plan not born from anger, but from purpose. As the sun disappeared behind the tall buildings, President Ibrahim Traoré and his wife walked hand in hand, their small suitcases rolling softly over the pavement, away from the Gold Crest Hotel, and toward a future they would help shape with justice, dignity, and compassion.